All right, before we get into it, I know what you're thinking. Dang, Ballard, you're really putting out content, man. I know. You're like, man, you must have a lot of free time. Yes, because I'm not that busy. I'm in Florida. I'm in transitioning between jobs and stuff. I haven't started yet. Gosh, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, sports journalist here at Ballard Sports Media, home of the Christian Ballard Show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Subject to change. We'll see what the new job schedule looks like, but we'll get it in there a couple times each week. But we want to look today at week 0, Ireland. Last year it was a close one between Georgia Tech and Florida State. The beginning of the end for Florida State. That is, it's fun to really bring that up as much as possible, if I'm being honest. But today we're going to look at Iowa, Iowa State, and Kansas State, and kind of go ahead and make a pick on this game. I don't gamble. I don't, necessarily pick against the spread, but I do like Kansas State to cover and possibly even win this game. I literally see this as a 50-50. I think both teams are going to be really, really good. Rocco Beck comes back at quarterback for Iowa State, and Avery Johnson comes back a junior. Both guys juniors, by the way. Avery Johnson coming back for Kansas State. So it's going to be interesting. I think the run game is in question for Kansas State. They've lost a couple guys in recent years, as has Iowa State. I don't know too much about the run game for these teams, so for me, it's at least in question. They got enough guys on there to hand the football off to. They got a lot of good receivers coming back: Eli Green, Daniel Jackson, Ty Claiborne, to mention some guys for Iowa State. Uh, Both of these teams had close and really good offensive bowl games to end the season last year. Iowa State over Miami, as you see, and Kansas State over the Big Ten team in Rutgers. Uh, Both gave up 41 points. I, even going into this game, don't believe in their defenses, but they are going to have spectacular quarterback play and offenses. These quarterbacks can throw the ball deep. They're very mobile, can get out of the pocket. They just these might this game features what might be the two best quarterbacks in the Big 12, in my opinion. That being said, make this one quick on you guys today. I got to hear some feedback in the comments. Where am I wrong? What am I missing? All that stuff. I also want to hear your predictions, and I'd love to get back with you guys and react and respond to that for Kansas State and Iowa State. Week 1 in Ireland, and my prediction: 7-point game, back and forth shootout. And I don't want this, but I think it's what's going to happen. If it were up to me and I was to be biased, I'd say Iowa State, no problem. Rest in peace to our friend Jeff Webster, who passed away a few years ago. He loved the Tide. He also loved Iowa State and covered them in photography. So for his sake, I'm always going to pull for the Cyclones, but can't be biased. I think Kansas State's a better team, and I got them winning by 7, 42-35. I would hammer that 3.5. I could see it being a little closer, but if it like if I'm being honest, I just see this as a shootout, and I think it comes down to who has the ball last. Either Kansas State's going to get a defensive stop, or like right at the end there, just score a touchdown to break the tie and basically win the game. Could it go overtime with this score? It could. And it wouldn't even surprise me if this is an overtime game. I don't think there's a right or wrong choice in this Aer Lingus, how do you say it, college football classic kickoff. I just, this week 0 game is going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. If I can, I'll try to go live for it, but it's not a guarantee. We'll see. I can definitely most likely do the evening games this year. but even that's not a guarantee. But we'll see. We'll work out all the details and play it by week um, when we get to each game. This is going to be a huge one, though, because you talk about probably the two Big 12 favorites going up here. I would say, I mean, I like Kansas State the last few years. I think what they're doing is great. I think they got it. Iowa State is turned the corner. They were struggling for a while, and now it's like they're back a little bit. And who needs to win more? I don't think there's a right answer, but I would probably pick Iowa State needs it more. I don't think they get it because I just think Kansas State has a little bit better offense and coaching right now. Uh, but Iowa State might need it just to get a head start of this season. I think both teams got a tough Big 12 schedule, but if Iowa State wants to really build off of what they'd had success in last year with Rocco Beck and company, um, they gotta go to Ireland and get a dub. I don't think it's gonna happen though. But again, we will watch and see. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. Thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. God bless. And we'll see you next time here at Ballard Sports Media.